Good morning students. Welcome to Sosin IAS Academy. In today's session, we are glad to discuss that we are going to start a new batch in our mentorship program. This workshop concentrates basically on how you have to prepare for your prelims 2026 and also mains 2026 program. Our mentorships not only covers prelims but also mains. So here I am going to tell you the strategy and the plan that we follow in our mentorship. So I am Priyanka. The entire program is designed by Sosin Ma'am and implemented by me as a mentor. So basically in today's session we will understand how to approach the prelims exam which is near and how you can build consistency for mains as well, because I know that every student have their own positives and drawbacks in their preparation. I know that some of you have started just now for prelims and some of you might have been preparing for mains also at the same time, even the optional. So I know that for every student mentorship means different. So that's why we focus on student to student. We don't focus all students in the same manner. There will be different batches allocated for different types of students based on their previous preparation, based on their attempts and based on their experience in this exam. So I am going to tell you all those, and I am sure that you will get clarity by the end of this session. If you have doubts, you can ask me. I'll allocate the time for you, so you can pretty much ask me. Okay. So first I wanted to say you regarding the prelims challenge. We'll focus on answer writing. We have been focusing on answer writing from the last 6 months, and there are lot of students who are focusing on mains program for 2026. Here in this session, we'll focus on prelims and mains. Let us now understand the prelims challenge. See, unpredictability of GS is increasing. We have basic common subjects like geography, polity, history, economics, IR, science and tech, environment. What's your level of preparation in UPSC? Can I ask? You finish your GS, prelims and mains classes. Okay. You're doing your optional. So did you finish at least NCRTs? You have finished your NCRTs. You gave one reading. What about the reference books? You're going through your class notes. Very good. Most of the times students ignore class notes and they'll be searching for what kind of books they need to buy in the bookstores. They spend most of the time after the classes there itself. So it's good that I'm glad that you are following your class notes. Okay. So you are attempting your prelims in 2026? Yeah. Okay. Very best. All the best. And I'll just tell you the strategy, what we follow. So predictability of GS paper, unpredictability is increasing. There are a lot of tough questions. Paper will always be changing. We can't even guess the weightage of a particular subject. But we know the major four that are history, geography, polity and economy. And I guess all of you must focus on these 4 subjects. And many of the times, most of the students focus on current affairs rather than by ignoring the static more. Focusing on NCRTs, reading between the lines is very important. Analyzing the previous year questions of prelims is more important. Most of the concepts which are there in the prelims previous papers will be often repeated in some or the other way, and you need to practice those questions. Okay, so CSAT is also one important thing. Many of the students don't focus on CSAT till April or March. They start mostly in the March. I feel that it is also individual topic, because based on your strength, it is better you start now, or else at least in the January, if you are focusing too much on your optional and mains, you are writing mains test series, then it is fine. It all depends upon your strengths, but at least in the January, you need to start doing the CSAT, and it has become a huge eliminator in the exam. Focusing on CSAT is non-negotiable. How much ever you focus on GS, how many marks you are getting. Along with that, if you are getting good marks and if you are not even getting the qualifying marks in the CSAT, it is all waste of an attempt, and it is all waste of your hard work. So you need to focus on CSAT. Start from January, try to attempt MCQs, solve the previous year CSAT questions. So CSAT is very important. Then you need to know the trends and analysis. I'm not going to cover what is the trend of 2018, how the trend has changed. Obviously, we are going to speak about it also, how the trends are shifting. We are going to speak, but in a limited manner. Because in the mentorship, the primary focus in the prelims is how you understand the pattern, how you understand the questions. So, main component of our mentorship is to make you identify the UPSC pattern and the UPSC questions and make you familiar with the exam. So, here I am just going to cover what we are going to or try to do in our mentorship program, so that you will get a more clarity. And there are prelims test series also that are going to start in January 2026. You can enroll into them, and I am also going to show you the kind of questions we give in the test series. So you need to also focus upon how is a trend, what kind of questions that the UPSC is focusing upon, how polity questions are coming, how economy questions are coming, what is the trend of CSAT. All this is very, very important, and this becomes the focus of our mentorship program. Okay. The mentorship program is not just for prelims, it is both prelims and mains integrated. I know that you are going to give prelims, some of you might be giving prelims in 2026. So for you, the subjects will be starting based on the prelims focus, like polity, history. First, based on the weightage, based on the average weightage in the last 2 decades of UPSC exam, what is the weightage? Based on that, we will try to make you first read polity, then you will read history, which is modern history, not art and culture, which you get 1 or 2 questions. Okay. So in the less time, how can you reap the maximum benefit? Based on your strengths and weaknesses, if you are part of mentorship program, you can in between take up one other GS subject for mains, and you can attempt that within 2 or 3 weeks. You can finish that subject also. It is all flexible. It all depends upon one-to-one preparation and your strengths. It is not strict that you need to start from polity, then you will go to economy, then at the end in the March it will be science and tech. It is not like that. It all depends upon when is your prelims exam, what is your strength and weakness. Based on that, the module will be changed according to you, and that is what I wanted to stress upon much. What is your strength? You have read history and polity. Okay. So you are good now attempting the tests for polity and history.
I guess I need to revise, but I'm okay even if
Yes, obviously you will start from that, right? See, he starts from polity and history. That actually sums up the major chunk of UPSC exam, right? You will get most of the marks. Like there are more than 10 questions for polity, more than 12 to 13 questions. If we see the average weightage for from the past few years, you will finish modern history and polity. By that you will able to put like more than 20 to 20 questions in your basket. Then in January, which subjects are you going to focus? You would like to start S&T. That's why I'm telling you, it depends upon what you want, because it is not a rigid program to say you that this is our module, we'll go from polity, economy, then history. It is not like that. It depends upon what you have finished till now, and for every student there will be different time frames and different subjects that are put in their schedule. Okay, so he wants to start from science and tech, but don't you think that science and tech is mostly the current affair based? Don't you think that you have not started your science and tech and environment? You just finished your classes. Yeah, I understand. You did not go through the notes. That's why he's thinking that he need to start from science and tech and environment. Obviously, he'll start from science and tech and environment. We'll allocate 3 weeks for both these subjects for him, and a schedule will be given to him, and there will be time allotted for him, that is special 1 hour, one-to-one interaction through me, and he will write the basic tests. Then he will, in the February, he will concentrate, or January to February, he'll concentrate on economy from at the same time budget and economic survey will be releasing. So he'll be in a comfortable position that he'll get a clarity. For example, I'm taking his name, Pawan. He'll get a clarity that he have finished at least 60 to 70% of what needs to be done in the prelims exam. From February last to April, what he'll be doing is he'll be revising and he'll be solving multiple MCQs on all the subjects. It will be multiple revisions for him based on his strengths and weaknesses. If he want to start, suppose let us not take Pawan, let us take some other girl, or Amrita, let us say. She is just starting the prelims exam. She did not even finish the mains preparation. Altogether she wanted to start prelims exam or prelims preparation from now. It should not be, I should not tell her start from mains, focus on mains. In our mentorship, we will make you first go through polity. You write mains test series. That should not be the strategy. Strategy is not equal to all people. It changes from person to person. So what my focus on her will be is, I'll make her, if she wants to give prelims 2026 exam, she'll be focusing on how to solve MCQs from now onwards. She'll be focusing on first finishing NCRTs. We'll give the summaries for NCRTs. We'll give important subjects, what she needs to focus on. Then she'll be going through polity, because she is not having touch from the last 6 months. What is polity? She is not having touch regarding what is economy, what is modern history. So her entire strategy and plan for her will be different. So what I wanted to stress right now is, we are not stressing upon a rigid plan. The plan changes from a student to student in the mentorship program. But overall, what our focus is, our focus for you is from February, you will be solving every day MCQs. There will be weekly tests for you in all the subjects, polity, economy, history, modern history, I mean, then geography. Then in March, there will be intense revision and important concepts based on previous year MCQs of environment and science and tech and IR. Why? Because all these three subjects which I have mentioned right now are prelims focused and current affair focused, right? Are you understanding? And also we'll stress upon the maps. Whatever are the places important for India, they are in the news for the world. Based on that, there will be intense revision for CSAT. CSAT you need to do, but there will be help from us. Maps, Science and Tech, IR, and environment. Because most of the people I have seen, they neglect Science and Tech and environment. Environment on an average, you know how many questions come from environment because you want to focus on environment? More than that, like there are 18 questions once in a year, in 1 year. So environment is very important. If you know the basic concepts like wetlands, if you know the basic concepts like mangroves, and if you build current affairs on that, if you know what is UN Red Plus program, if you know what IUCN does, if you know some acts like recently there are a lot of biosphere reserves till recent years. Now they are focusing upon pollution related concepts in the environment section. They are focusing upon what kind of pollution does what kind of harm to your body. They are focusing upon ecosystems, because this decade is a decade for restoration of ecosystems. UN decade for the restoration of ecosystems, that is declared by IUCN. So these kind of basic concepts will be taught to you in the revision classes, and there are current affair classes also weekly provided to you which are aligned with the prelims exam, because prelims is near, and I know that all of you are going to start the prelims preparation from now on. I know that it's not same for all people, but I know that you are keeping your focus from now on to prelims. I wanted to stress upon prelims. That does not mean we are ignoring mains. It all depends upon person to person. I wanted to tell you that. And if you are comfortable with the subjects like polity, modern history, geography, economy, at least you have finished 50% of the syllabus, you will start your mentorship program with the mains also for the months of November, December and January. If you are not okay with the prelims exam, you don't know what to do, you have just started right now, there will be focus more on prelims as well as mains. Okay, there are different strategies involved here for each and every student. And we'll also be giving you the important notes of what toppers have done differently. What kind of strategies you need to follow will be taught to you in the mentorship sessions. There will be one-to-one interaction every day with a particular student, and all the strategies how you need to solve the question. Elimination techniques are not there in 2025 if you see, and there are analytical questions, plus at the same time if you see the prelims 2025 paper, there are factual questions also. They are asking the years also. They are asking what year is the UN decade year for a woman, what is international festivals, they are asking regarding games. There are many kind of changes in the UPSC exam. There are trend analysis, pattern analysis, there are 3 column based questions asked in the prelims exam, statement based questions. 3 statements are given and you need to analyze those statements. So all these will be reflected in our prelims tests and the mains tests which we conduct under the mentorship program. Okay, so in all these tests are aligned with the UPSC pattern, and that is designed by Sosin Ma'am. These tests are not the tests that you see randomly or practice tests, and I'm glad to say that we have our website here, Sosin IAS. In this website, you just go through resources section. You need to log in. You need to go through resources section. In the resources section, you need to go to mains test series and prelims test series. If you go to mains test series, there will be AI generated most expected questions. Here these questions are not just generated by AI. Inputs are given in such a way that they should reflect the past year questions, they should reflect the current affairs and the themes which are going on in the news right now. And you will get those questions for you to practice. The idea is not to make you join programs here. The idea is to help you, to help each and every individual, and we want every year, and this process is going on from so many years to predict the questions, which is done by the ma'am herself and also me based on the current affairs. I teach current affairs every week, and we know we keep a tab on what have been asked in the previous year, what kind of themes were recurrent in the previous year, and how UPSC have asked the question. That data is available. Based on that data, very scientifically, this program has been designed for you to give the most expected question, and I want you to actually use this free resource which gives you the expected questions. And there are student framed questions. It means you can actually, suppose you have finished constitution, you have finished making of the constitution chapter, you have read that chapter, you wanted to practice some MCQs. You don't need to open some test series or a book and then write it. Just go through the website, actually type making of the constitution, I want some questions, it will give you the questions. It means you type the topic, the questions will be there. You can practice the questions. Then there are trainer framed questions. In the trainer framed questions, basically, we will upload the questions based on topic, and it is also based on the UPSC previous trend, and you will get the expected questions. So this is what I want you to do, so that you can get maximum benefit out of it, and the sole aim is to make you pass the prelims exam. And I know that, are you worried about mains exam? Are you thinking that if you finish prelims exam, then what I need to do for mains? Because I know that, I know that. See, focus on what time you have. There are a lot of doubts for a lot of aspirants. The mentorship program is to guide you, not just regarding the exam, making you get the score. It is to build your confidence also. See, there are 7 months, and if you utilize this 7 months, it is nearly 200 days. 6 to 7 months time is there. Like if you leave the last 15 days of the prelims exam. When is the prelims exam? May 24, right? 24th May. So, see, please don't think, suppose if I qualify prelims, what I need to do for mains. I have also been there. When I see, based on that, we will judge, okay, not this attempt. There are many students who have come to me that, because this is a crucial time where you will assess whether you are going to give prelims exam this year or not. There is a student called as Ishita. She have come, I think 2 weeks back. She was thinking whether to give this attempt, or is it a bad thing to, is it a good thing to leave this attempt, because she wants perfection. Perfection is a myth. Nowhere you will be perfect. You will have to try as much as possible in order to clear prelims. Don't chase perfection. Try to do as many MCQs as possible, and I have been told in my preparation by so many faculty who are very prestigious, and even Sosin Ma'am, that practice MCQs every day from January. If you start doing now, it is well and good. If you are already enrolled in the mentorship program, it is good. If not also, there is no problem. Every topper started just somewhere around January or even February, I am telling you, and they started studying. You can also start studying. It's not like something you are just opening, you are knowing what is UPSC in November. You know what is UPSC from June itself. So please don't waste the attempt. Don't think agla saal or next year I will give. Understanding? 7 months is enough. 6 to 7 months is enough, but if you have a right strategy, we are there to help you. We are not telling you join this program, but I want you to visit the website. I want you to see how the expected questions are there. I'll show you what kind of questions have come in the exam from our test series also, okay, especially mains. Time is enough. Don't think about what needs to be done, what if I qualify. If you qualify, there will be again time of 60 days. Then you can prepare. Then also there will be mains strategy that is given by ma'am. If your optional is anthropology, there are multiple optionals at Sosin IAS, there are faculty for different optionals, geography, PSIR, history, there are different optionals. So you can get the guidance from these optional faculty also. Then there will be strategy, most expected questions for mains also. It is not just a prelims focused mentorship program, that I wanted to stress, and your guidance will be holistic based on your prelim strengths, mains strength also, okay. Yeah, I think I have explained this. See this is Sosin AI agent. Here there will be in the resources tab, there is prelims test series. In the prelims test series, you can attempt your daily prelims tests, where based on the current affairs, there will be practice questions given to you. There will be test series. You can enroll into the test series if you want, and you can attempt the test. And there is Sosin AI agent, where you can select a topic from whichever subject you want. Suppose you have finished your geography, you have finished your environment, let us say. You have studied some book, you had the feeling that you have finished the book, now you wanted to test yourself. Testing yourself is a basic thing, many of the students don't do it, and many of the students do a lot of mistakes going for multiple sources, reading a lot of information. Information is so huge. There is Google, there is ChatGPT, there are a lot of test series in the market. Information consolidation is very important thing. Are you understanding? When you consolidate information and when you practice and when you learn from your mistakes, that is when you are going to remember more. And it should be in a rhythm. You solving the questions, that too not the outdated questions, the questions that are based on the previous year pattern, like 3-column statements are given, multiple statements are given, 3 statements are given, and you need to choose that 3 statements. It has become difficult. There are 3 columns and you need to match that 3 columns also in the prelims exam. For example, like this. See here, there are 3 statements. This is the 2025 paper. Statement 1, statement 2, statement 3. Which one of the following statement is correct in respect of the above statements? Both statement 2 and statement 3 are correct. Both of them explain statement 1. If you see the question paper before 2021, it is just 2 statements. If you see the 2022 paper, this kind of question is asked only once. But after 2023, recently, entire question paper, half of the question paper consists of these kind of questions. In our test series, these are the questions that will be available for you to solve. And there will be explanation classes also. And you need to solve these kind of questions, not just information collecting or retaining the information. Most of the test series focus upon, yes, that is what our focus also, that we need to make you understand a concept, remember that concept. But in the test series, it is not just concept remembering and practice. It is also make you basically make you familiar with the pattern. Suppose if you sit in the UPSC exam, prelims exam, you should not feel like this is some different question. This is altogether, though you know the information, you are getting confused because they are asking you, check whether both the statements are explaining the statement 1. These kind of question, if you don't practice well, it will create a lot of information. Though you know that about investment, though you know about bond holders, though you know and you have studied economy very well, this can make your attempt very tricky. And I know UPSC sitting in the exam is all a feel, it is about the feeling and the comfort when you sit in the exam. So you need to come, write the test every week, solve multiple questions in a day. There will be assessments based on how many questions you have solved in the website. will dedicate that website, will give you some pack of tests. You will be solving those tests and we will be analyzing your marks, and by the end of April your revision should be finished at least 3 times. If you start your program now, if you start your mentorship program now, if you already have done that, your revision will be more than 5 to 6 times. I'll be assuring you that you can clear the prelims exam very easily. Keeping in mind, you have finished your CSAT also. This is basically the strategy that we will focus in our mentorship. And this is also, I'm telling you not for the new students but also for the old students. This is what we are going to follow from now onwards. And this will start effectively for all the students from January. I hope you are getting it. So there are 5 or 6 options. This is also the new question. Before there used to be only 4 options, and there are pair questions also. How many pairs are correct? Before UPSC asked only 1 question, but recently it is just asking not 1 and 2 optional, 2 and 3. You need to select how many of them are correct. One option is correct, 2 options are correct, 3 options are correct. So obviously there is no elimination technique also. It is how you can develop a strategy to eliminate options. Though there is no elimination in the paper, obviously every student apply different techniques while solving the paper, while solving a particular question. So it is to equip you that practice. Practice is very important. Revision is very important. It is not just you stacking up multiple materials in the market that are available. Okay. So this is what our focus is, to make you revise multiple times. I wanted to summarize the program, where in the first phase we are starting from, let us say you started after 2 days. Let us say 5th November, which is a solid date, to 31st January 2026, you will be focusing upon building conceptual clarity, that is polity, economy, geography, history, and you will be starting CSAT practice if you are very weak. If you are good at CSAT, you will be starting from January. As I told you, the plan is flexible. It is the plan, it is a template that we have. If you want changes in it, we are happy to do it based on your strengths. It is not whatever you say, it is based on, we'll advise you, this is not the right strategy, this is the wrong strategy. All these things will be based on how many attempts you have given, what are your prelims marks before, where you are, that also matters. And we will do that only after making you write one exam, one prelims exam, whole mock test. Understanding, based on that we'll analyze how you are attempting, whether you are attempting more negatives, whether your strategy is good, whether you are leaving the questions on the safe side and attempting only the questions which you totally know. That is also a wrong thing. You need to do the guesswork also. At least 50% of the questions you need to have sure, you need to be sure about that 50 questions. If you attempt 100, 50% need to be 100%, 50% of the questions need to be right if you are attempting the prelims exam. So the idea is to make you do that, and idea is also to make you strategize and at least attempt 20 more questions, because if you are attempting very less questions, we cannot guess whether you will be into the prelims or not. So there is mixed strategy involved. So when you finish this core subject in these 2 months, by January you will be having strong base, and you will be building the notes also. How you will be building the notes? You will be revising topics like polity. You will be writing the short notes. We will be providing some short notes also which we have, which is important for prelims. And you will be attempting the test. There will be explanation of those concepts in the key. So you'll be having that notes, you will be stacking that notes online. It's not, this is AI world. Now you don't need to carry the hard books, you don't need to carry the weight, everything you can do online. So the second phase starts with economic survey, current affairs. You will be doing lot of current affairs like science and tech, environment, which you have told. Then you will be in the practice mode, doing at least 50 MCQs a day is very important for you. How you will do that? Go to the website where there will be most expected questions, attempt that questions. At least your current affairs will be, at least you will be knowing what are the common themes that are present recently from 2025 January onwards. What kind of current affairs are there, what kind of questions can be expected. Based on, at least on the common themes, you will get the clarity. Okay, so it is linking in February all questions you attempting, and there will be classes on how you can link the static concepts with the current affair concept. It is to make you understand PYQs, attempt PYQs, and you will be starting full length GS and CSAT tests also. Okay, then it is integrated understanding, and you will improve your accuracy from February onwards. The idea is to maximize your GS marks, maximize your prelims marks, and minimize your negative marks. And I know negative marking is a huge hurdle for all of the students. How you can do it risk free is what taught in the mentorship program. Okay, then in the from March to May, it is solely based on how much you are attempting, how many marks you are getting in the full length tests, and it is solely based on revision. Okay, so here you will start second or third revision for the template by considering all the people as average. I have put here as a second revision, but you might be doing your fourth or fifth revision, which is very good. But if the people are starting from January or December, this is what it is. Okay, so daily tests will be there. There will be full mock tests, and also the important thing is time management. How can you allocate time across different subjects? So there will be prelims readiness, and as soon as you practice more and more questions, you will be good at prelims. See here, in the May, 25th May to 30th June 2026, you will be writing your prelims. It is, there will be rest for you for few days, and on 21st till 21st, from July and June, July, August, you will be focusing on your mains. After prelims, then your mains preparation will also come under mentorship program, where you will be building your concept under prelims preparation. Already you might have studied polity for prelims, economy for prelims, you might have studied, you know the subject, and you pretty much know the current affairs also. It is to make you understand how to write answers. It is to make you understand the common themes which are there in the previous years and the current expected mains questions. Okay, based on that, there will be mains test series and also mains tests that are already under the mains mentorship program. Okay, so here there will be full answer writing focus, there will be focus on essay, especially for 2 weeks there will be focus on essay. You will be writing essay every week. So essay and ethics are the determining factors for your mains exam. So the focus in our mentorship program will not just be on GS paper 1, 2, 3, 4. It is focused on essay and ethics also, to make you get maximum marks in both these neglected papers by most of the aspirants. And I know that GS paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, paper 4, paper 3, you have finished most of that in your prelims preparation. Now you need to focus on paper 4 ethics and essay, and our focus will be on highlighted on that also. and there will be structured mains readiness program. There will be common topics, explain, intensive revision modules for mains will be going on, and there are optionals also. There are optional faculty also that are available, like PSIR optional is there at Sosin IAS Academy. History, geography optionals are also available along with the anthropology optional. So it is entirely full whole package of your UPSC 2026 exam. Okay. So I wanted to say you one more thing regarding mains 2025. I'll just show you one video so that you will understand whatever I have told till now. This is the mentorship workshop session we have conducted before 2025 mains exam. In this context, critically examine the significance of constitutional morality in upholding the spirit of constitution amidst social and political changes. Most of the people I have seen, what they do is they ignore this part and they write about Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, or they fill this entire body of their answer with what is constitutional morality, or they will fill with significance of constitutional morality. That's it, answer is over. This is what they think. I have seen nearly 6 papers like that, 6 students like that who are focusing just on the statement. I can understand pretty much it is confusing in the initial days, but how much ever you write, start writing ugly answers. It is fine. I never tell you until unless you start writing, we will never scold you, or it is not a school to scold you all. After 3 statement, here we see it is, forget about critically examine, forget about this statement. Until unless there are some words like critically analyze, critically examine. Except these 2 things, most of the questions your answers will be same. Suppose if it is a 10 marks question, you will write 10 points, there will be introduction, there will be conclusion, you need to think and write in the 7 minutes. If at all, if it is a 15 mark answer, 15 marks question, there will be 2 parts in the question. Most of the students that I have seen, they are writing whatever they know, which is okay. If they don't know any content, at least they'll get 1 or 2 marks, that is good, rather than not writing any answer. Most of the students that I have seen, what they are doing is basically, so here I want you to understand, we have explained the constitutional morality in our workshop as a question, as a mains question, and there are many students who have written mains test series also, where we ask them to write multiple concepts for 10 marks and 15 marks, where it is explained how to divide a question into multiple parts, mains questions. For 10 marks, how many points that a person need to write. For 15 marks, how there should be way forward, how the introduction should be there, what you need to do when you don't know anything regarding a particular question. All these are taught. But I wanted to show you, these are the kind of questions we give in our workshops, we give in our mentorship tests. And I am glad to make you understand that in 2025 mains paper, this workshop session have been done before the mains exam in June. If you see 2025 paper, there is a question, GS2 polity paper, if you see, there is a question on constitutional morality. 2025 mains paper, polity. Here, can you see the question? Can you see the constitutional morality question? It is not just one question like this, there are multiple questions, but which are repeated in the 2025 paper. And I really wanted to show how the test series are aligned with the expected questions, be it mains, be it prelims. Constitutional morality is the fulcrum which acts as an essential check on high functionaries and citizens alike. In the view of the observation of Supreme Court, explain the concept of constitutional morality and its implication to ensure the balance between judicial independence and judicial accountability in India. So, like this, most of the concepts, I am not telling exact question, critically analyze, significance, the question tags can vary, and I know that for almost all the questions your 60 to 70% of the answer will be same. Until unless critically examine or critically analyze is asked, most of the matter which you are going to write is here and there. You will change it according to the question tag. But the concepts we build that are aligned with the current affairs, that are aligned with the UPSC pattern, and it is all the guesswork which we are doing from many years. Okay, so this is, I just want to show you it as an example to make you understand how our test series are aligned with the prelims and mains exam. I hope you got a clarity regarding it. So I will summarize regarding prelims what we are going to do. November to January, now the idea is to make you understand the concepts, make you familiarize with all the subjects focused on prelims and mains. You will get the introduction of all the subjects. You will get at least 50% of clarity by the end of Jan. Then in February to March, it is integrating all the current affairs for subjects like science and tech, environment, economy. Also it is current affair based. Lot of current affairs you need to prepare, and your sole preparation should not be current affairs. There should be, you need to know that 70% of your exam will be from the static portion, and somewhere around 30 to 45% it will be current affair based, but you need to interlink more, and the focus from February will be on interlinking your static plus current affair, make you do multiple revisions, practice multiple MCQs. There are prelims test series also for people who have finished two or three revisions. Okay, so it is testing and revising phase from April to May, and June there will be again reset for you to shift your mindset from prelims to mains exam, and July to August it is about how you maximize your mains answer writing, how you get into the groove of mains answer writing, make you understand how to write each paper, how to approach each mains paper. For polity you will be remembering, you will be required to remember many articles, commissions, etc. You will be writing more examples. You need to understand for every GS subject, if it is polity, constitution, social justice, GS paper 2, your introductions will be in a particular way. If it is GS paper 3, your introductions for economy will be always starting from facts. There will be analysis on flow charts, diagrams, even in the history paper, history GS paper. So like this will be focusing on mains answer writing also. So this is what the flow will be. So mapping prelim syllabus, and I want you to understand first, rather than reading and buying and purchasing lot of GS books, reference books, you need to first purchase the syllabus copy. You need to understand each and every word in the syllabus, prelim syllabus, and based on the syllabus you need to do your preparation. And many of the students ignore, keeping on they will be going on studying ancient history for 10 to 20 days, which has less weightage. And you need to know in ancient history what topics you need to focus on. In ancient history, what topics you will focus on? You will be focusing on Jainism, Buddhism. You will be focusing on important chapters like Indus Valley Civilization. You will be focusing on some art and culture related concept based on the previous year, and also current affairs inclusion. That's all. You have to finish that within maximum 1 week to 10 days. Rest of the 20 days in a month need to be focused on your modern history, and that is where most of the prelims question comes from. So there is lot of dynamism involved within each and every subject, and in each subject also, within modern history also, you need to focus on from which areas the questions in prelims are coming, like the books, the authors, socio-religious reform movements, the rebellions, the extremists, moderates, the independence movement, the non-cooperation movement from 1900s to 1940s, the focus should be on governor generals, the focus should be on different data in the modern history. Are the test series, your preparation should be aligned with the UPSC exam, and that is what the focus is going to be in this mentorship. Okay, so the mentorship which you have joined before is like slow, it is like normal paced, because that time you are starting your preparation. From November it should be very fast, it should be very dynamic, it should be based on how much you can get marks, how much it is to make you score more in the exam. That is the sole idea behind the mentorship. It is not to make you finish the subject perfectly, it is to make you score as much as possible in the exam somehow. Okay, so you need to read everything right. It is to not make you perfect in Lakshmikant or make you perfect in spectrum. It is not the idea. It is to, the idea is to actually make you understand the concepts, score, maximize your scoring potential. Sources also, I'll be telling you sources, which sources to follow. It is not to discard, okay, the source is waste. This happens all the time. If you are reading one source, one other person will come, don't read this source, read some other source. That's not the, all the sources which we say is based on what the toppers have followed. It is not the sources which we have fixed for ourselves. We also have prepared for the exam. We know what most of the toppers do, and you also know most of the toppers do. It is to clarify your confusions, to restrict your sources to one or two for each and every subject. If it is one, it is well and good. It is to revise maximum rather than focusing on multiple sources or multiple books. Okay. So PYQ driven source information will be given. There will be PYQ driven information in our tests, and extra copies will be given to you, like a handouts based on PYQs, trend analysis, the topics, and how the question can be asked in the future. Based all these information will be given in the handouts in this program. Okay. So note making format, so we'll be also telling you, because again, before prelims, before 2 days, you should not be opening your Lakshmikant, you should not be opening your spectrum, you should not be opening your NCRTs. While you are doing revision in November, or you started in November, you need to make a note of few things which you can forget, which is mostly factual based. You can't write a concept, you can start making your notes now, but you need to understand you can forget a particular data point, like an author, like a book, while reading history, like a governor general, what he have done, you might have a potential to forget. That is very much possible, but while preparing, while attempting the tests from November or January, you will be understanding how to concisely in a paper, how you can make all the data points, and you will only be reading before prelims, you will be reading that data points in a small paper or a page which you have prepared for yourself. And we will also from our side try to prepare polity, try to prepare important data points for economy aligned with current affairs, so that you can revise in your last minute, which is part of mentorship program. Okay, so this is what I wanted to say. These are the highlights of the program, which is aligned with the prelims 2026 and the mains 2026 exam. Okay, and yes, we have spoken about how to practice how to make you practice multiple questions. Every day you need to practice 50 questions, I told you. So the focus will be on the giving more time to weightage, the topics that have more weightage like polity, economy, history, modern history especially, and the focus will be on CSAT, analyzing it, and you will be learning and you will be testing at the same time. You will be analyzing your papers, there will be analysis, there will be explanation classes, there will be one-to-one explanation for you where you are doing mistakes, whether your mistakes are conceptual, whether your mistakes are in the elimination, whether you are doing extra negative marking, or whether you are doubting yourself while attempting the questions. Based on that, there will be refinement for you, and by the end of May or on the exam, prelims exam, the focus is on making you maximize your marks, and you will get the satisfaction of attempting the prelims exam. That is the goal of the mentorship. So I have discussed with you, there will be full length tests, there will be focus on PYQs, and there will be daily MCQs also in the website. Even in the mentorship program, there will be daily MCQs. So CSAT, I have stressed enough. I can't ignore the CSAT, but you need to focus on CSAT also. So last 100 days, the focus is again on foundation, consolidation and revision. Over-reliance, these are the mistakes which I have told you. From now onwards, at least people who are wanting to attempt the prelims, don't rely most on that notes and this notes. If you have class notes, whichever class notes it is very wonderful. If you have written your class notes in a neat way, protect it, revise it, re-revise it. Read NCRTs. There are NCRT classes also in Sosin IAS. You can join it with 1 rupee. You don't need to search in YouTube NCRT classes if you don't have time. There are, under the class there will be test also, NCRT based test. You can listen NCRT if you have not finished your NCRTs, reading NCRTs. You can listen to classes, attempt NCRT test series in the Sosin IAS only. Then many of the students write test series and go. Analysis is more important. Where you are doing mistake is very important. It is not just, may not be Sosin IAS test series or mentorship test. You might not have joined, but whatever test you are attempting, don't just know marks, how much you got. Okay, you might be getting some 20 out of 200 or 50 out of 200 or 70, whatever it is, where you are doing mistake. If you are analyzing it, correcting it for the next test, then there will be improvement. Improvement does not come one day. Improvement comes through discipline. Every day, if you are doing consistently at the same time, you need to be attempting the test in the same time every day. That creates that simulation for you to sit in the UPSC prelims exam. All these nitty-gritties are very important. That's why many of the people say prelims is unpredictable, there should be luck involved. I know there should be luck involved, but at the same time, you should not leave any stone unturned in the exam by the time you will write the prelims exam. It is not just revising, keep sitting for 15 hours. From now, you need to focus at least 8 to 10 hours from the November. This is a crucial time for you to start, and you need to increase that by the end of the by February and till the prelims exam. You need to increase that intensity based on your level of preparation, and you need to attempt the test series as seriously as possible, like you are attempting the actual prelims exam. All this simulation will be given from the mentor which is allocated. Whoever is allocated, I am the mentor here. So this is what we are going to follow in this program. There will be emotional burnout also. Like I have told you, many students come up now, ma'am, should I give the test series now? Should I start the prelims exam now? Do you think I can qualify? Do you think I can able to clear? This will be the doubts, especially that will start in February. Not even now. You will think, okay, now I need to start prelims, but in February you will be thinking, you will be second guessing yourself. Stop second guessing. Try as much as possible till the exam before. Think that you are going to clear the exam and put your efforts in such a way, and don't ever doubt yourself. There is time. You need to focus on how to utilize the time, and that all will be taught in the program. So this weekly mentorship test will be there, monthly assessments will be there, and there will be accountability in a group which you are allotted. So there will be cutoff analysis that will be taught in the class, prelim strategies, weightage, trends of the questions will be taught in the mentorship classes, and there will be takeaway and handouts will be given in the mentorship classes. This I am not teaching you right now because that is not, this is part of the program, but I can't be disclosing this, but this is very much how we will follow the program, how we will lead the program. And one more thing, from now onwards, don't neglect and keep the maps for February. I'm not bragging about this. Suppose you have seen the newspaper, there is some place like Brazil, or if you, there is a summit, there is India-Spain bilateral partnership, bilateral talks have happened yesterday. So if you go to the website, there will be geo maps, you will be searching the place in the map and you will be getting all the related information in the map. For example, see here in the website, basically if you go to resources, in the resources I told you, you will get the news analysis every day, and in the news analysis you can attempt, you can read the news and you can attempt the test also. You can attempt the quiz, whatever you are reading, you can attempt the quiz here itself. And basically after this you can go to prelims test series, where there will be class tests, there will be NCERT classes for 1 rupee and you can attempt the class test, you can enroll into the test series, you can attempt that test. Daily prelims test will be there based on the current affairs, you can do that also for each and every day. Okay. Then there will be Sosin AI agent, where you can select a topic. For example, history, you want to environment, let us say. Tell me one topic in the environment. Or history, can you tell in history? You want a easy question, moderate high question, hard question. You what kind of question you want? See, statement. How many statements? It's not just one statement or two statements. The questions, wherever we give, it was based on prelims pattern and trend. Colonialism involved the establishment of control over foreign territories, primarily to exploit their resources and labor. Yes? It is to exploit, right? To exploit resources in foreign territories, obviously, that is what they have done. Colonial powers introduced modern education and infrastructure in the colonies primarily for the benefit of indigenous people. No, right? It is not to benefit us, it is to make their administration more feasible. It is to make them more advantaged by exploiting Indian. So this statement is wrong. The economic policies of colonialism often led to deindustrialization of colonies. Obviously, there is deindustrialization. Dadabhai Naoroji, what did he write? He wrote about economic exploitation and deindustrialization during colonial period. Okay, good. This is how you integrate multiple concepts, not just reading. You integrate other things like who have wrote a particular thing related to this. This integration is important for our exam. So colonialism often resulted in the imposition of foreign cultural practices and suppression of indigenous traditions. Often resulted. Yes, in India they have realized after 1857 they don't want to involve in any of our socio-cultural practices, because of them involving into our practices like sati, involving into the child marriages, they felt that all people started revolting. That is how 1857 revolt, that is also one of the reasons for 1857 revolt, but it is telling most often. And it is not just India they have colonized, many colonial powers are there apart from UK. There is France, there are various other countries. The end of colonialism resulted in immediate and sustainable economic growth in all former colonies. After colonialism ended, Did India grew all of a sudden? No, it's hard work of more than 7 decades, right? And that is not the story of Africa. If we see, entire Africa is colonized, balkanized, we say that in the world history. But the idea here is to make you familiarize with the questions, and these are the questions that are given by AI, that also we need to understand. Then there will be news analysis. Then the idea here is to understand geomaps. From now onwards you need to start this geomaps. You need to search. Can you tell me one location? Germany. See, you are getting capital of Germany. Let us go to Berlin. It is taking you to Berlin. You can write, you can actually type different straits, different mountains. When you are studying geography, waterfalls, you will be directly gone there. Or at least if you don't know, if you want to search some place, what will be there? There will be some important places here where there is history involved, there is geography involved, like a black forest. There is UNESCO information, what is recognized as a World Heritage Site. All this information encompasses all different data which is useful across all the subjects. It is not geography, it is history, it is current affair. Lot of extra information you don't need to go and search in Google. You will be shown here and you can collect the information, and again if you want to see the place, you can directly type the place where it is there in the Germany. And you can do that for where there is a black forest, you can do, and you can do that for straits also, straits, channels, seas. These are important for exam, UPSC exam. So you can actually zoom it, understand the map, practice the map every day, collect new information like this. So this feature is very beneficial for the students, and you can basically use it for your advantage. You can go back to dashboard. I just want to show you maps, but this has come up. I'll just show you this also, so that you will benefit and utilize this feature. How many attempts you are giving, how many mocks you are attempting in a day, how much time you are spending while preparation. If you open the Sosin IAS tab, everything will be counted, how much time you are preparing, and based on that your peers who are attempting the test also will be compared, your rank will be given. How you are writing, you can write your own mains answer, upload it, the AI will be correcting, the trainer will be correcting and posting your marks, posting where you need to improve. Based on that your mains quality will be calculated, your mains rank will be given, and how many hours you have studied every day, what you are attempting, what is your improvement compared to the previous week. And many of the students run on motivation, so that will also be given. Then your overall rank, how many questions you have attempted, how much syllabus you have finished, there will be syllabus also, how much syllabus you have finished, all that can be calculated here. This dashboard, there are multiple features, your feedback, been finishing, how you are doing based on your attempts, based on your analysis every day. If you have logged in to the news analysis for continuous 15 days, you are studying and attempting the MCQs. Based on that, the result will be given here. Suppose you are not attempting from the last 7 days. The report that you are not attempting from the last 7 days will also be given here, and how your preparation is, like subject wise, science and tech, all these subjects will be given to you. So you can analyze your performance through this dashboard. So here all features, all the batches you are enrolled into, all these things can be known. And one more thing is, here there is blogs, there is GS material, there are free materials you can use, there are blogs here. Every news which is there in the day, you can go to blogs in the My Library section and you can read the blogs which are important for prelims exam. This can be not only from Hindu paper, it will be from different magazines, like Down to Earth for environment. There can be magazines from Live Mint. It is useful for exam. All are exam oriented blogs. You can study the blogs and know the information apart from news analysis. You can download some books also. So that is related to website, how you can use the website. It will enhance your plan, your preparation strategy and plan also. Yes, that's it regarding mentorship. So I just want to summarize as discipline is more important than motivation. Try to be very disciplined. Follow the test series, follow the program. Every day you can't be motivated, but if you plan for yourself consistently over this 5 to 6 months, and if you follow that strategy for 8 to 10 hours every day, that is what, it can be boring, it can be very tiring. You might require a lot of support. That support will be given by a right person, that is your mentor. It cannot be given always by friends. Friends can distract you, friends can compete with you, friends can even tell the wrong things to you. But our responsibility towards you is paramount, that to make you clear the exam. We don't have any other intentions except that. So believe in the right mentor, believe in the right program and coaching. So prepare yourself, and we are telling, whatever we are telling is, we don't follow the rigid program for all people. That is what we wanted to focus upon. And it is not in the silos that prelims is different, mains is different. No, I am telling you from the start, strategy is different for each and every person based on their level of preparation, and we try to focus to do justice for both prelims and mains, but now the focus should also be on the prelims. That is what I am telling you from the start. Okay, so that is how I wanted to summarize. Every question you miss teaches you the precision. So every question is important. Focus will be on every question. It is not the random questions we give in the test series or we teach in the classes. They are exam oriented. They are planned very carefully, whatever we teach or whatever we give in the tests, mentorship tests. And also test series. Test series will be starting in the January. The information will be sent to you. And online students, if you have any queries, you can actually follow the link and also ask the doubts, visit the academy, and that's it. We are calling end for this session of workshop. Thanks for attending the workshop online. Thanks for all of you to attend the offline workshop. You can ask me your doubts. You told you have doubts, right? You'll ask later. Okay. So that's it for the session. Thanks a lot for attending. Please follow the website, get maximum benefit out of it. Join the mentorship program, which starts every week in the Sosin IAS Academy. Thank you.